if a devotee has had trauma in the past, is it enough to rely on the repetition of mantra for healing, or should she have psychological help, or a combination of both?
A combination of both. A combination of, because you are not yet trained to face those things. Ideally, if the person has no recourse to counseling, that person just through the repetition of the mantra can cut through the old trauma. Like I said, one chain of thought, one sequence of thoughts completely destroys all the other sequences, old sequences. But since you have recourse to a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a therapist or a counselor, whatever, do both. And at one point of time, you will see that your trauma is all dissipating. The idea is you must take something. Trauma is a set of thoughts, okay? And you need another set of more powerful thoughts. The divine name is the most powerful thing in this world. So you use another powerful tool to remove of this trauma. Yes, this, especially when you keep on repeating the mantra, the subconscious mind is also active. It brings out all these old impressions. So don't run away, don't get frightened. Face it and use the mantra to, as it were, hack through those traumatic thoughts.
Pranam Swamiji, I have not taken any mantra diksha yet. So, can I chant mantras of Thakur or Ma or other deities? Is there any difference between chanting mantras with or without diksha?
You can chant any mantras. Take this mantra for instance. Take this. Take any of the mantras. You start. Later on, if things are propitious for you, you will be kind of a recipient of a mantra from an accredited teacher. So, till that time, you keep on preparing yourself. And as you prepare yourself, pray to the divinity within you to help you see the light. So, you don't need any formal initiation right now. Keep on repeating a mantra.
So there is a statement. I keep hearing Om Namah Shivaya in my sleep, or when I'm about to sleep, or in meditation. During the day, I don't chant the Om Namah Shivaya.
Yeah, it's good. If you can, if you're hearing it in sleep, excellent. Oh, nothing better than that. So you shouldn't be. You should be glad about it. Deepen it, I would say. There's another question here. Practicing in solitude helps a lot, but as a family person, it is extremely difficult to meditate on time or concentrate. Is being away from family commitments only faster way to progress? No. In fact, we have actually plenty of time. You watch television, you read the newspapers, you do hundreds of things, you gossip with friends and all. Cut down certain parts of those time that when you need to kind of relax and so you will find make this a part of your routine. The moment you make it a part of your daily routine, then you don't have to worry about practicing in solitude. As you keep on practicing, you are in solitude. You are alone with the mantra. So the world outside is you, it's a big bedlam. You don't worry about that. You are in solitude. Okay.
Another question came there.
Yeah, Swamiji, I'm always curious about the first conscious being in this universe. How did that first consciousness happen after the Big Bang? Well, I think why don't you go towards that last Thursday's talk on the Bhagavad Gita, the eightfold nature of God. I want you to go to that and check it out. I've spoken about the whole kind of about the Big Bang. There was no Big Bang, just as expansion. And the expansion, etc. You see, where did that being? There was always consciousness. What do you mean? Where did it come from? It never came from anywhere. That Big Bang which is in your mind, that came. That came in time. So we say it's 13.77 billion years. That came in time, and it will go in time. That consciousness, which, as you know, you're talking about in terms of science, physics and all, that is a consciousness that physicists also talking about. So that was always there. So it came. This thing came, and what comes and what goes is transitory. So consciousness is real. What you see as a Big Bang is transitory. Okay.
Can you please tell the history of Thakur Diksha mantra? Who initiated first in this order? Did Holy Mother give?
Yeah, no, we tend to emphasize that you ask questions related only to what has been discussed. So Holy Mother used to give initiation, however. Sri Ramakrishna used to give initiation. The direct disciple used to give initiation. So it's not, they never started. They discovered certain mantras, some new mantras. And they've made it into a, but some of these mantras are pre-existing. They pre-exist the universe. These things are there in the super consciousness. So Thakur and Ma and Swamiji, when they used to get into the super conscious state, they could see those mantras, experience it, and bring that out and give that kind of a likeness of what they had seen or heard to their disciples. Okay, so the traditions of spiritual traditions date back thousands and thousands and thousands, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 years. So these are not new traditions. They only energized it.
Is it always necessary to chant the mantra 108 times? When I meditate, I cannot keep count.
Oh, you don't need to. Please, we'll be discussing this in one of a future, you can say, series on this. You don't have to worry. Just keep on repeating. The number is not important. The quality of meditation is important. Okay. I understand.
What are the tantric?
Yeah. What are the tantric mantras? How do the mantras? Oh my God. Tantric mantras are the bija mantras. So ring, lang, wang, yang, sham, hung, all these are tantric mantras. That of the matrikas who use mantras for ulterior benefits, oh please, what are those mantras? Why do you have to bother about this? Ulterior motives. But broadly speaking, there is a right hand way and the left hand way. This left hand is called, as I say, Vamachara. These give you psychic powers and these give you God realization. What do you want? So this is what it is. So these mantras, like I said, are very powerful and they can be used for both ways. So you use it for this God realization, not for ulterior motive. Because ultimately, if you use it for any ulterior motive or in the left hand way, those mantras will harm you. It ultimately is found tantrikas, they die or they become mad or they become crippled because they have misused the mantras. There are hundreds and hundreds of cases. So take it from me. Shri Gupta, Pranam, it is mandatory to visualize Thakur's image while doing japa? Oh, it is. mandatory, but if you can't visualize, do it mechanically. But what do you mean difficult? It is, yeah, it is difficult. But then you start with 1 and 2, 3, 4, and gradually and gradually and gradually.
Like a picture.
Yeah, you keep a picture of Sri Ramakrishna in front of you and repeat a mantra, then close your eyes and repeat the mantra. So this gives a kind of a fillip to your practice. It becomes very powerful. I understand intellectually what Maya and Brahman is. You don't understand. Nobody has understood it intellectually. Please. It takes 12 years just to become a master of Vedanta. And Vedanta itself says it's anirvachaniya. That which is indescribable. Brahman cannot be described, nor Maya also can be described. Okay. Get this thing. And we, the Brahman, created Maya to experience. Oh my God. You don't create, you're creating an illusion. When you think of yourself as the universe, when you don't think of yourself as a body, just your body. No, now you are aware of your body. You are just a body. You are not Brahman. Okay. When you can think of your whole body as the universe, now you have understood a little of what Maya and Brahman is. Okay. And there will come a stage where the universe rises and merges into its causes, subtle causes. And those subtle causes merge into the, you can say, causal realm. That's the time when you experience Brahman. It's not, you are not creating anything. You have, Sri Ramakrishna says, you don't have the power to turn one black hair into grey. So what you create is your own world, the illusory world, the imagination world. The world, there's a world outside, there's a separate world inside. I would like you to check out one of my old talks on self-images, which I had given here at Hollywood. So I would check it out, and then you'll get into that mode of correct thinking. Can a mantra be chanting be done without beads? Oh yes, of course. Along with the breath, of course you can. And I have a limited time and I can chant. If there's any other auspicious numerical times, please don't bother about numbers now. But if you want to stick to it, use 54 or 12. That is another kind of auspicious. So Rajiv says, why Maya? Why not? So I hope I get that. Okay. Does chanting mantras repeatedly lead to dhyana and samadhi? Yes. Constantly, as Sri Ramakrishna says, japa leads to dhyana, dhyana leads to samadhi. So this is the, you can say, the path. So keep on repeating over and over again. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.